I'm gonna do a slightly different video talking about my favourite bits of gear. And I've noticed I say "so" a lot in videos when I talk, so I apologise for saying so. What should I start with? The Roland IRA range is a personal favourite of mine. It's just fun. It's really fun to use, you know, hook them all up with the TR8, System-1, System-1M, TB3, but I had to sort of go the extra mile and get them sprayed, customised, so massive shout out to Jeff Custom Synth. Just Google Custom Synth and you'll see what I mean. He does amazing work. This is my System-1 and I just love them. I had an SH101 which died. I was really sad when it died because it was in really good condition cosmetically. But yeah, it was old. It was older than me. And it just died. So something like this, and I'm not one of those who analog is better, digital is... I'm not one of those sort of people. If it sounds good, just use it. You spend more time grumbling about it. Just make music. Enjoy the gear. I'm not going to go on about that. That's another war that's going on. You can load, they call them plug outs. So I've got the SH101 installed in this, so it's the System-1, which alone, the System-1 sounds stunning. It's really nice. I think you just press a button and it's there. So goodbye SH101. I sold it on eBay for spares. Somebody's probably brought it back to life, but that's gone now. But my trusty System-1 is filling that void. On to something slightly different. Keytars. I've loved Keytars. I've had a thing for them. They may sort of have been tarnished with cheesy 80s bands. I don't care. I like them. I can't really play guitar. I play keyboard, so there we go. I've got my Keytars. So I have an AX synth, a Roland AX synth, which is actually being lent to the Circuit Symphony, who's borrowing it at the moment. So there's one of those. I have the AX1, and again, it's a bit of a Roland theme. If anybody's seen my videos before, I've got a slight, I wouldn't call it a fetish, to be honest. I think I'd call it more of an obsession with the colour orange. So AX1 in orange. I spent the afternoon with a vinyl wrap, burnt my hands to a crisp with I think it was my mum's hairdryer. Just vinyl wrapping it. If you look at it up close, it's not that perfect a job. But well, in the UK, you'd know that Lifeboats, the R&LI, their boats are all orange. So I sort of, yeah, that's my AX1. I love it. I think this is the Keytar of choice for a lot of people. It just, so Roland AX1 vinyl wrap edition. If anybody says, Dan, can you vinyl wrap my Keytar or vinyl wrap anything? The answer is no. I almost lost my hands in the process. Moving on to the Yamaha KX5, and I had my first one for Christmas one year. They look really nice. I'm not 100% keen on them. It was my first Keytar, and being a big fan of lights, and Howard Jones, of course, he's the iconic KX5 user. And the keys feel really nice. These sort of stubby keys. So yeah, I think you got the full size width, but then the length is mini keys. I think a lot of keyboard companies should take inspiration from the KX5, and I know a lot of keyboard manufacturers are going for the mini or 70% size keys. Just make them wider. If you do that, well, personally don't do mini keys, just do it full size no matter what. But if you're going down the mini key avenue, that's a good one to take inspiration from. It's a good feeling keyboard action. But yeah, this is sort of where I had the first one and the key didn't work. So I got a second one on eBay. Well, actually that is the spares and repair one, which parts of it don't actually work. And this is the first one that I had, and I took it with me to the O2 Arena, and Howard Jones was doing a masterclass in it's called the British Music Experience. That was amazing, just to have the honour of seeing Howard give a masterclass. I took the KX5 with me in a flight case, and I remember security freaking out. Okay. it's okay. It is okay. Security were freaking out, thinking it was like a weapon of mass destruction or a gun, whereas in fact it was just some geeky Howard Jones fan turning up with a Yamaha KX5. So I had the honour of Howard signing it. So thank you, Howard, for signing my KX5. It's still here, I've still got it. So there we go, 2 Yamaha KX5s. They're not for sale, so don't ask. So let's go to Novation. The sound of the KS range was stunning. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh well, why don't you get the A-Station software or whatever it's called? Yeah, I know it sounds exactly the same, but when you can find a KS4 on eBay for like £200, it's always nice to have it in the hardware form. So yeah, Novation KS4. I think this is my second one. I don't know why the hell I sold my first one. Probably safe to say one of my favourite classic digital synths. So yep, there we go, Novation KS4. The Roland JD range. I never had a JD800. I've always fancied one. They just look like a digital Jupiter 8. They just look like an absolute beast of a synth. And Jean-Michel Jarre used them quite a lot. I couldn't resist the Roland JDxa. So it's a crossover synth. A lot of people refer to it as hybrid. It's not a hybrid. That is something totally different. Crossover is both analog and digital working together. So first of all, I got the, let's start with this one. So the JDXi. Before anybody says, oh, it's got MIDI keys, I hate it straight away. Shut up. Just shut up. It sounds brilliant. The sequencer on it is fantastic. Sort of slight nod to the Micro Korg. Yeah, you can see the resemblance with the vocoders and everything. If anybody asks you which one to get, because I think the Micro Korg is still going these days, go for the JDXi. The sequencer alone, for songwriters, for, yeah, you know, whether you're a guitarist, whether you're a synth player, it's the sequencer on it is fantastic. I've written many a song on my trusty JDXi, and it's got an analog voice, which is, yeah, you know, it's nice, but that's not what this product is all about. This is a fantastic little synth. So yeah, if you're looking for a sequencer keyboard with a really good palette of sounds, it's there. It's all in one package. Yeah, and they come in a variety of colours, I've heard. So there you go, Roland JDXi. Moving on, its bigger brother, which is where I sort of go back to the JD800. I always wanted one. I had a peek on eBay many a time, wanting to get that JD800, but I'm glad I didn't, because this beast came about, the JDxa, which is the bigger brother of the JDXi, and this is 4 analog voices. And quote me if I'm wrong, 64 digital voices of like Roland's supernatural synth engine, which sounds like a mouthful, but it's not. They both work absolutely amazingly together. Isolating the digital side to the analog, even just sometimes you take away the analog side and you're left with the digital, and it still blows you away. This synth is that good. It's not all about analog. They're both working together. You got the best of both worlds. How can anybody complain about that? And if you really want true analog, they've given you a direct analog output, so you can just stick your jack lead in the back and it bypasses the whole digital processor. You're getting true analog, 4 voices. So yeah, a really, really good synth. You got what? CV and gate out twice. Roland JDxa. This is the point where my camera tells me the battery's running low, so I'll end it there. It was a quick video going through some of my favourite synths. I have many more favourites in my studio, so yeah, expect a part 2 at a later date. So thank you for watching me say so a lot, and for watching, so thank you. And subscribe if you can, and visit my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/ I'll put it here, facebook.com/ Dan Burton Music. So yep, thank you for watching, and I hope I didn't bore you. Thanks.